The Browns just lost Dillon Gabriel's first start, but there's a twist nobody's talking about. The rookie everyone's overlooking just made a statement. And some fans think Joe Flacco was set up. Dillon Gabriel did not play bad. But Dillon Gabriel didn't play good enough to warrant that the change was necessary. Because I told y'all, I told y'all, until one of these quarterbacks scored more than 21 points, the Browns ain't going to lose. I mean, the Browns ain't going to win. They're going to lose. And it holds true again. Dillon Gabriel didn't do nothing special at all. Nothing special at all. Look at the stat. 19 for 33, 190 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he got sacked twice. Dillon Gabriel didn't do nothing more than what Joe Flacco was going to do. Nothing. Game manager. He only threw one pass, maybe 2 passes over 20 yards, and that was at the end of the game. That was at the end of the game where they had to score a touchdown to win. He didn't throw the ball deep. And he didn't take no chances. In the red zone, I know y'all were wondering why he was throwing the ball over their head out of bounds. Because he got in his head, or they told him, don't turn the ball over. So he throwing the ball high in the red zone because he don't see nothing. Instead of forcing the ball or giving his receiver a chance, he just going to throw the ball away and, live for the field goal. Now, what hurt him in this game was when right before halftime, when Kevin decided for some reason they had 20 seconds left on the clock and Kevin decided to run the ball instead of throwing it. It was 20 seconds left on the clock before halftime, and you in the red zone, like the 5-yard line, whatever it was, and Kevin decides to run the ball. Now, when you run the ball, the clock started moving. You had a timeout left. So you rather run the ball, let the clock start moving instead of passing it. And now you got to settle for 3. It was 20 seconds left. That's where you lost the game at. That's where you lost the game at. You could have went up 14. 14. Because then you end up scoring another touchdown. So that would have been 21. And what would the score? 21-17. At least it would have went into overtime. At least. But, hey, it is what it is. Kevin, like Jamel said, conservative. Conservative. So, you got that conservative play calling, dinking, dumping down the field. You ain't taking no chances. You ain't taking no shots down the field. Keep playing like that. And I told you, you put your defense in predicaments and in situations that they got to live up to. Now your defense got to play ball because now they got to stop the other team from scoring. Or y'all going to lose. You got to stop. You ain't got no choice. You got to stop the other team from scoring or you going to lose. So the defense put all the pressure put all on them. And Myles Garrett ain't do much of nothing today. They tamed Myles Garrett today. He got to trust him, Savage. That's why you put him in the game. He got to trust him. He got to trust him. That's why they put him in the game. Because other than that, you might well throw Shedeur now. You might well throw Shedeur now and let him play. If you didn't trust the quarterback. Because you sure don't trust Shedeur. But listen here. We've been talking about the wrong rookie. We've been talking about Shedeur and Dillon Gabriel. We've been talking about the wrong rookie that's on offense. Who we need to be talking about, I said it in the beginning when they first got him, we need to be talking about Quinshon Judkins. Quinshawn is the reason they scored 2 of them touchdowns. 2. He the reason. They just gave the pass to Dillon Gabriel. If y'all didn't notice that, Quinshawn ran that ball all the way down to the 2-yard line. Then they decided to do the play action. That's the only reason why Dillon Gabriel was able to pass the ball, because Quinshawn was running that peel like he was supposed to run that thing. And then they worked off the play action. That's what Kevin offense built off of. Run the ball, play action. Run the ball, play action. That's what Kevin offense is built off of. And Quinshawn showing you the reason why they got rid of Nick Chubb. And they drafted him in the 2nd round. Yeah, I mean, Yolanda, I've been saying that. I don't know where you've been at. I've been missing you in here. But I've been saying that. What's going on, 420? It ain't gonna be no excuses, 420. It ain't gonna be no excuses. It gonna be Dillon Gabriel played good. Watch Tony G. Dillon Gabriel played good. That's what they gonna say. And the reason why they gonna say that is because he didn't turn the ball over. It ain't that he won the game. It ain't that he scored. He's passed for 2 touchdowns and 190 yards. They gonna add that in it. But get what? He didn't turn the ball over. That's why they gonna say he did good. I guarantee you that. But once again, they gonna have to score over 20. A quarterback on this roster, a quarterback on the Cleveland Browns roster, ain't scored over 21 points or equal to 21 points. The only quarterback on this roster that had dropped 21 points in a game is Shedeur Sanders. You can't keep putting your defense in them predicaments, in them situations, and expect them to live up to that pressure all the time. And Carson Wentz is not a scrub. For whatever troll want to say that, to defend Dillon Gabriel and the loss, Carson Wentz was a starter for the Eagles and was in the MVP conversation before he got hurt the year they won the Super Bowl. Bruh is trying to do a Sam Darnold, a Geno Smith, everybody trying to resurrect their career with a quarterback that been bounced around, Baker Mayfield. Everybody trying to find one of them quarterbacks now. A vet that been in the league. He was a starter, but then he came in too early, didn't know the system, couldn't learn, was put under a lot of pressure. He done bounced around, then he trying to make a resurgence. That's what they trying to do, because they don't want to pay. It's the other part of this, because they don't want to pay these quarterbacks that big money, like Lamar, Kyler Murray, all them. They rather find a quarterback that done failed, and he trying to resurrect his career. That's what the Seahawks did. That's what Baker Mayfield is. I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying, Rob. Man, look. The Vikings did what they need to win. DG got 3 more games. And he threw an interception. He threw 2 interceptions. The Vikings player dropped it. And then at the end of the game right there, for whatever reason, the Viking coach called a timeout. He called a timeout. 1-5 at the Pittsburgh. That's what I'm saying. Kevin ain't gonna hit that point. He gonna be a free agent. He ain't gonna hit no portal. He gonna be a free agent sitting at home. They're like me and you. That's what he gonna be. But they ain't gonna fire him. Look, I should have had these up so I can make it easier to read. But no, Dillon Gabriel, they gonna say he didn't play bad. He made some throws, but I'm gonna tell you the other part. We need to start talking about Quinshawn. And I'm gonna tell you the other thing. What my title say? Joe Flacco setup. They set Joe Flacco up, man. And it ain't Kevin, and it ain't Tommy Reese. It was them Browns receivers. They set Joe Flacco up. I don't care what Kevin was saying and what the Browns talking about they're going to start a veteran. I know it's going to sound crazy, but them Browns receivers and tight ends caught every ball Dillon Gabriel threw. If they could catch it, they caught it. Joe Flacco, they were dropping everything. They couldn't catch nothing. They set Joe Flacco up, man. They didn't want Joe Flacco as their quarterback. They had a lot of the most drops with Joe Flacco at quarterback and then dropped nothing with Dillon Gabriel. Man, you saying Shedeur with their team? Look, Shedeur would have put up 30 points. They got a loser mentality. Nicole, I'm telling you, ain't nobody else thinking about it. Ain't nobody else thinking like that. Go ahead and say it, Sam. I probably seen it too. Go ahead. It was dink and dunk. It wasn't then downfield. They were throwing the ball downfield with Joe Flacco. They were throwing the ball downfield, and the receivers was dropping them. Some of them interceptions, yeah, they went on Joe Flacco, but you would still turning the ball over. It go down as an interception. Ain't no excuse. It go down as an interception. Well, what I'm saying is today, these receivers and tight ends didn't drop nothing. Nothing. And Quinshawn came to play. They rolled the back of Quinshawn. Literally. The boy had 110 yards and should have had 2 touchdowns. Should have had 2, but they gave him to Gabriel to make him look good. See, he did play good. What is that? 19-33. Somebody do the math. That boy had a 57.5% completion percentage. I mean, if you look at the stats, you be like, dang, okay. Minnesota, Cleveland were hanging in there with Minnesota. And I don't want to hear nothing from Jared Judy, but you only caught two passes for 15 yards. I want to hear nothing from Jared Judy. Don't talk about Joe Flacco. Don't say you open. I told y'all, I looked at the film. I was like, well, you open well. No, bro. You need Jameis Winston, bro. A dude that's unpredictable. Just like Shedeur. You need somebody that's unpredictable at quarterback for you to be good. Man, look. He can't throw. I got you. He did not throw the ball downfield like that. But Quinshawn, the one that set him up to throw the ball like he did. I'm telling you, man, that run game is crazy. I'll say it out loud, Sam. Yeah, Winston, Jameis Winston, crab leg. Yep. Winston was unpredictable. What I mean by unpredictable is just like Shedeur, he gonna sit back there and create a play. He gonna run the play, but if the play don't go as planned, he gonna create a play. That's what I'm talking about, unpredictable. That's what I'm talking about, unpredictable. 420, it's the same. You might well let Joe Flacco in now. It's the same production. Jared Judy got the same production. The only thing is Njoku and Finnan, they reap the benefit for the touchdown. It's Cam Newton. What do you mean? Laptop? What are you talking about? The run game, all they got. They can run the ball, but that's the part of that. That's Kevin's offense. And I told y'all, go back and look at Joe Flacco in 2023. Look at that offense. That's what they're doing right now. They running the ball and setting up the play action. They running the ball and setting up the play action. The only difference is Joe Flacco was driving the ball downfield deep, and he had Amari Cooper, an actual good receiver that could get open. They should have brought him back. But that's what I'm saying, man. I think I think they set Joe Flacco up because they ain't want to make their quarterback. But like a career backup, he managed the game with it and then turn it over. He didn't turn it over on purpose because he ain't forced the ball when they was in the red zone. He didn't force that ball in there. That's why he was throwing it out of the back of the end zone because he didn't want to force nothing in there. Ain't nobody catching that though. They know he can't see over that offensive line. Go back and look at that film. Look at them clips when they going in the huddle. Jerome Ford bigger than Dillon Gabriel. Jerome Ford is bigger than Dillon Gabriel. I'm telling you right now. Oh, that way y'all coming in here. They ended their live bit. I appreciate it. But what I'm saying is, man, you gonna have to. You got the same production. Ain't nothing changed. I was listening to somebody said it. I think it was on the Ultimate, it was right before I got on. They were talking about how the defense about to scheme up on Dillon Gabriel and stuff. Look, if they stop the run, it's over with. If these teams start stopping the run, stopping junkies, it's over with. Their offense is non-existent because they don't have a person that can create plays. They don't. They don't. Look. Skip already on it. What was impressive? Quinshawn was impressive. And they ain't going to do nothing but get more film. If they stop the run, they can win. That's what their team's going to start saying. He never tried Gregory. He appreciates you. I ain't never seen you here, but appreciates you. And he never tried to drive the ball downfield. He threw 2 deep passes past 20 yards. That was at the end of the game. In the red zone, he didn't force nothing. He threw 1 pass that got batted down to Bond, and that was it. After that, he was like, nah, I ain't doing it. Nope, I ain't doing that. That's why he started throwing it out of the back of the end zone or over their head. That's why he did that. If they're going to stack the ball, they're going to make Dillon Gabriel throw. Man, Judgen should have had 2 touchdowns. Hey, don't let Tony G out here and Mary Kay fool y'all, cause they coming. They coming. Cause you gonna start seeing stuff just like this. I don't know. This dude here, bro. I'm not liking him more and more. His voice just getting annoying to hear. So this is what they gonna say. Dillon Gabriel did a fantastic job of having quick answers to all of the question Brian Flores' defense has presented. His pre-snap understanding of the defense is on full display as he played with phenomenal anticipation. Fantastic debut through 3 quarters. Get out of here, bro. Mary Kay. Dillon Gabriel playing with all the pulls everyone said he would. That was a dime in the Juku to make it 17-14 with 3:05 left. Impressive. Waking up some dormant players. No, he's not.
My savage, Moneymane in the thing of a T and playing no games. Should I already know my name when I speak NCC flame. Got my YouTube popping, man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know. Moneymane. You already know.